Hello everybody, it's been a long time since I did a video for my channel. I might get interrupted now by my dog who's walking down probably to bark at me, but anyway, here we are. So let me see, nothing really to report on the ABBA side of things apart from that Japanese CD that is ready to order. So I've ordered it. Don't normally order things like that. It's the Japanese compilation, another one. But anyway, I digress. Reason I'm on today is something I've been wanting to do for a long time. I've got my Agnetha t-shirt. Long time ago, waiting for a vinyl release of the 2004 Agnetha Fältskog My Colouring Book CD, which we bought back in the day. Remember back in 2004 vinyl wasn't around, nobody was doing vinyl. Artists were recording 2 CD for releases, so they were doing like what was it, 13 tracks to fill the CD, which made it almost impossible really to do a vinyl unless it was a double vinyl and the rest of it because of the sound quality. So we were basically with CD only releases at the time. Also Frida 1996 only, Dupa Undertag Frida only to CD, no vinyl. Now back in 87 Agnetha really cut ties with all stuff with CBS, Epic. Maybe they dumped her, maybe she changed, let the contract expire. She signed up with WEA, Warner Brothers, and to this day she was up with Warner Brothers with the 87 I Stand Alone, maybe to try the American market. I don't know her reasoning behind this. Neighbours. So she was with Warner Brothers, so she released this on Warner Brothers, and so this remains, I think, licensed to Warner Brothers. Anyway, back in the day I got it signed by Agnetha. Don't know whether that will turn out flipped over. Anyway, that's her signature. She signed it to Diego. So that was that. So I wanted a vinyl, and we weren't going to get one because she's still with, this is still with that record label, even though she's gone back over to Universal. CBS, but I don't know, Universal's one, Warner Brothers still remain as separate, and I think Sony. There's just 3 big record companies now that own the world. So I thought, well, you know me and being a bonnet, so I decided to do a vinyl of my colouring book. And I decided, what should I do? I'll use that company that I've used before, that they do them personally. So this, again, I re-stress, not for sale at all to anybody. So don't go asking, I want one. There's just, this is it. It's for personal use only, just to get all the legality things out of the way. It's basically just, what if we'd have had vinyl version of my colouring book? And with this company that I found, they give you lots of options as to what you can do. You can either do a single disc, design your own cover, your label, design your own label, and design your own inner sleeve and stuff like that. And also you can also do like a single LP or a gatefold. And I thought, well, because the CD's got a lot of little booklet stuff and information and lyrics all in the booklet, yet there's not much space on a single LP, I thought, well, shall we try a gatefold LP but still have a single disc? Because what you do is you can, there's 13 tracks on this, you can either do 6 and 7 on one side of one LP, or you can have 2 LPs and do 3 tracks here, 2 tracks here, split it. But then of course it just looks weird, so I thought I'll shush it all up onto 7 tracks and 6 tracks on A and B, but still have it in a gatefold to do the artwork and expand the artwork. Now I'm okay with scanning stuff, so I scanned all this, whatever, and high res and everything, thinking I was going to do it. But then I had an effort. I tried a bit on their software that you upload it all to a website. It's an Italian company, but I was thinking, yeah, it looks okay. But then there's a good friend of mine, Edward Rhodes, who's in the UK, who I asked, how about you have a go at trying to sort of design what would have possibly been a vinyl release of this CD in the day. Of course, you've got to think about lyrics. Where do you put the lyrics on the vinyl or anything? So I decided to do is hand it over to him. Basically, he's really good at scanning and rescanning and putting lyrics onto elsewhere. So anyway, first time I'm looking, so I've got got the box open. I'm going to show you what I'm going to see it the first, as same as you. So I've ordered 3, one for Edward, obviously, because I owe this to him with his artwork, and he's really good with rescanning and logos and all sorts of things. I put it in, he then sent it all to me prepared, and I put it into the software, sent it off to the Italian company. 3.5 months later it comes, and what they do is they etch, they don't press, they etch in real time, sort of thing, the LP. And I also decided to do it in pink to go with the pinky colour of this. So hopefully we've got something here. So anyway, first time I'm looking. Ooh, so we've got a full-size 12-inch. This is the of Agnetha Fältskog, my colouring book on vinyl. First look looks really nice. So here we are. So, and also what they've done is they've put it in a good cover here. So here we are, and actually what they've done is they've given it all out separately. So what I'll do is that's the cover, and the back cover is not really like this one. That one we decided was a strange picture. So what we decided to do is go with a nicer picture there. So that's a slight difference to the CD. And I decided it would be, what is it? So the first side has colouring book, when we walk, all in the until past, present, future. Then you flip it over and it starts, A Fool Am I is side 2. So what he's done is, this is again Edward, he's taken the font and he's put the tracks as side 1 and side 2 on a beautiful new picture, coloured it, and done all the, as if it would have been in the time. So it's with the old website agnetha.se, which I don't think it even exists now. So that's the, then you've got also even got the spine, which is nice. I've done it in a kind of, not done it in glossy, I've done it in matte there. And then also we thought, how do we do the lyrics? Because the lyrics, I like to open a LP, hold it while I go through. So the lyrics are actually in the inside, like this. So they're all readable, it's legible. So the lyrics go all the way across, down, and there's some credits and stuff down here, with a picture that's taken from the scan of the CD. So that's her, in the studio at the microphone type thing, at the mirror. So it looks a bit busy, but you can actually when you're inside, you're just sitting on your sofa, feet up, you could actually read all those lyrics as she's singing. And so that's the gatefold. So the LP, I suppose we can go, we'll go in that one there, because that one I think is sealed. No, yeah, they've sealed this side, so it's like you would do in 1970s. So your LP goes slid in there, and then you've got so what they've done is they've actually sent it to us. This is the inner, so the bit that comes out. So from the interior of the CD, we got the scan. I think he found a slightly better high res, so he's done the I will bring you happiness wrapped up in the keep you from the cold. in a kind of bluey, which is like in keeping with the CD. And then the message that she wrote on the inner part of the is on the other side of the sleeve. So it's Agnetha, my colouring book. And what Edward did really good is he took off the signature there, and he actually took the proper signature that she used to sign the CD for me and has transferred it there. So I've got her signature, although it's obviously not her signature, but it's a copy from the original Agnetha autograph to there, which is gee, I would never have thought of that, but he thought, yeah, what about that? So that's the inner sleeve. Again, it's got reformatting Edward Rhodes, and then it's got graphics, and so it looks really, really lovely, high res. And then the LP it's like a white there for now, because I mean you can put, I suppose, could you put this inside this? Let's have a look, see if this works, whether you can keep it like this or whether you not sure. I think basically this is just for, yeah, it's just for transportation. So I've got a spare white, but look, so it's hot pink, and on side one it's my colouring book using what I suppose would be what we used on the CDs. Remember, the CDs came in those kind of colours. And on the other side is a bluish version for side 2. So on one side you've got 6 tracks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on one side, and then on the other side you've got scrunched up 7. So I mean the sound quality, I don't know yet, we haven't played it, won't be the best because obviously they've scrunched everything up, but I'm going to play it once and that's it. This is just for fun. Whereas this is what it could have looked like. Could have got something like this. Cost wise, haha, £130, no, euros per vinyl, so not for the faint-hearted. So that's going back in there just for now. This is a bit too big for this, so I think what we could do, for example, is put the LP, this will be my copy, for example, so I'm going to put that in here, so that will go into here, hopefully. If it's too, is it too small? Oh, I don't know, hang on, is this going to be too small to put into the, it was a bit tight. Well, it does fit, but it's a bit tight. That's really tight, so I don't know if there's a bit jutting out here, so I'm not sure if I'm terribly happy with that. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's just a what if could have been. And then this, I suppose you could put in here. Yeah, this fits, so this will work. I mean, it's brand new, so it's all exactly, yeah. So that's going to go in there. That does hide away nicely. So you've got la 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 la. Pull this out. You could get away with doing it that way, yeah, that way, but then your LP will fly out. So la 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 opens, and then the vinyl is quite tight to get back out again, but that might loosen up with a bit of time. But it's basically like that. So it's nice, really nice. They could have done with making that a ½ millimeter bigger, so that that's a bit tight, but I'm going to leave it like that. Pop it back into the back of the gatefold like that. That works perfectly fine. There you've got Agnetha Fältskog, kind of what a vinyl may have looked like. We've made some alterations obviously to get lyrics in. Lyrics are all there, busy, they're all legible. The back is completely different, but I think an improvement, but it's got your side 1, side 2, all in the logos, correct logos and everything. Only for fun, not for sale. I'm going to send one obviously to Edward for all the hard work that he did on this. It looks beautiful. another one that a friend wanted as well. I'm gonna try to get these to the UK through the postage system. I'm really pleased with how it's come out. It looks really nice. Just a little negative on the tightness of the vinyl going into the inner sleeve, because it wouldn't have fitted. So that's basically spare for me. But it comes also, I don't even remember, because you have to pay for everything extra. You have to pay extra for the vinyl, for the gatefold. You have to pay extra for the colour of the vinyl. You have to pay extra for the packaging. It all mounts up while you're sort of compiling your disc. And then you have to wait for, it's almost 3 months. I've ordered it in December and it's now March. But it's here. I'm going to go up and play it. Looks really nice. Only downside that I can find is the actual taking in and out. I mean, it might just sort of, after a while, it's a bit... So, that looks beautiful when it comes out. Message on the back with the rejigged, the reimagined Agnetha autograph on there as well. Goes back in. I'm going to put it back. Can I get it back like that so that the record doesn't, although the record wouldn't drop out because it's so tight. Yeah, it will actually also. So there's 2 different ways of doing it, but it's getting a bit looser already, easier to get out. It's just when you go here, you don't particularly want to put your fingers on the vinyl, but you're going to have to force it. It's quite tight, so they could have done with making that a tiny bit bigger, but there you go. Pink vinyl, single vinyl, 6 tracks on one side, 7 tracks on the other. My colouring book. They could have done a vinyl a few years later, but to be honest with you, wouldn't be. It's basically a fan thing, isn't it? But that's how it could have looked in 2004. Remember, 2004, nobody was doing anything to vinyl, so this was basically a CD release, 2 CD, and there was no cassettes either, and I think you couldn't even get a download album in 2004, so you literally had to buy just the CD, and then of course the singles that came after that. But very pretty, very beautiful for the collection. I'll play it later, following along with the lyrics on the inside. So that's it. That's all. So now I've got to go to the post office, package it all up, to go to the UK to my friends. And thanks for watching. And I won't be going to the 4th anniversary voyage, for maybe the 5th anniversary. So maybe see you next year. But hopefully I'll do some more videos when we get something to talk about. But up until now we had nothing much to talk about. Ciao.